What's up, everybody? We're back for a new edition of the Count Up. Actually, it's not a new edition. Maybe it is. I don't know what it is. But it is the Count Up, and it is the next part, and it is new. And I guess it's an addition. So, yeah. Here we are. Numbers 9 through 12. Yeah. Numbers 9 through 12. But first, I've got an amendment to the last video. Number 7 was beaten. And I forgot about it. It was beaten by the Boulders course at North Cove. I think it's the Boulders. I'm 90% sure because it's got boulders around it. So, it's just a little tight, technical little wooded shot out the gap into an open field, but the basket sits in this real cool group of boulders. And so, yeah, that's my new 7. There you go. Stick it, old 7. But for now, let's get to number 9. We are going to head to the number 1 rated disc golf course, according to UDisc last year ratings, 2021. The number 1 all-time rated disc golf course in Indiana. And that is in Brown County at Brown County Country Club, aka BC3. One of my top 5 favorite courses of all time. So, obviously, it's BC3 number 9. And it's going to start by you throw over the water. And it's cool looking, man. The course is fun, and I mean, it's just a great time. And even before you get to this hole, and you toss over the water like a mini Maple one. You're a lot closer to the water. The water's not as big, and you don't have as far to carry after the water. But you toss over the water, and then it goes downhill, and then you got a little gap in the woods. Sound familiar? And then the basket sits down there in the woods. Little dry creek runs through it, and a lot of woods. It feels very Plinko in a sense, want to get into the woods, but which I would normally say is a negative. But in this case, I would say, I mean, it's part of the lure, honestly, because you do have a gap, a very specific area that you can make it through. But then you can kind of get lucky through some other shots and go for your putt, which is usually what I do. Unfortunately, it normally takes me 2 shots to do it. By normally, I mean every time I've played it. But it's a real makeable, like 400-foot throw because it's so downhill. And I don't make it. I barely cross the water. It's probably about 220-foot water carry. So, I don't know why I suck at it. I think it's because it's scary throwing across water. So, BC3 number 9. And really, I didn't have much competition for it just because it's just so enjoyable. And I think it's just BC3 so enjoyable. And that's kind of the hole I think about when I think of the course. Or at least one of the holes I think about. So, can't wait to be there, September. Let's get it.
Oh, water. No, maybe it goes over. I can probably get that at least.
Before we get to number 10, if I'm doing a Dream 18, I mean, this just has to be said. You can't have a Dream 18 without having a snack shack. So, Blue Ribbon Pines makes my Dream 18 for having the best mid-course snack shack. That's what the name of it was. I don't know what any other place is called theirs. Either way, I'm going to go with my mid-course Dream 18 snack shack of Shack and Snacks. Mid-course, stop and shop, eat some food, snack shack, Blue Ribbon Pines. that was just indescribable bit of relaxation. It really made the 24, 27 holes, whatever it is out there, Blue Ribbon, so much more enjoyable. And I'm going to have it on my Dream 18, and that's going to be more enjoyable. Number 10. Gotta head to Jacksonville. New World. Fantastic course with a really, really, really good number 10. This was another one where there wasn't a ton of competition, but also it's a fun hole. I mean, you throw down this bank and you can kind of choose when your crossing shot is across this water, because, you know, why would you not have a water hole if it's a Dream 18? And at least, you know, one every so often, mix it up a little bit. So, but you can throw across the water. You don't have to. You can throw down past it. And, you know, dog leg right. You can throw across early. You can throw across from the tee if you're rusty or something. But, maybe you can't. Either way, you throw a shot, or I throw a shot, and then I throw a crossing shot. And then I miss my putt, roll in the water, and then I take my other putt and I make it. Because I feel like that's the best way to play the hole. You know, get your money's worth. But it's really cool. The water there seems to go on forever. And, you know, out to your right, you're throwing off the beach like a little tee box on the beach, even though you're not at the beach. So I guess it's still a beach. I don't know how that works. I don't know. But it's a beach. It's a lake beach, a river beach. I don't know, maybe the ocean comes all the way up there. I don't know. Either who. It's real cool view, and it's a pretty epic hole, and probably one of the most underrated holes on my list. But it is on my list, at least for now, and may as well get to that 11. Maple Hill is going to take another slot, and that's the Christmas tree hole. It's a pretty famous hole, and honestly, there's a lot of non-redeeming, is that a word? Unredeeming qualities about the hole. Mostly having to try to find your disc in those freaking Christmas trees, but it's just such an epic tee shot. There's a reason that we've been there twice. And both times we've gotten videos from different people and pictures from throwing off the top of that hill, because who don't like throwing downhill? And it's a gorgeous hole. I don't know, it's just something majestic about sitting up there above all the Christmas trees and launching a shot. You really just get to rip into it. There, again, there's disc losing potential, though I don't think we've ever lost one. I think we always end up finding them. It's more just having to hunt for them. But as far as the shot itself, I mean, you can just sling it. Like, wherever it goes is fine. And I don't know, it's nice to have one of those. And then you get usually a technical upshot for your troubles. So that's number 11, Maple Hill Christmas Tree Farm, the Christmas tree hole. So if you rewind back a few videos, two videos, I think. Whatever. If you rewind back, you will remember or see way back at number 1. Maple Hill, number 1. That's like a guaranteed, maybe it's the best hole. Well, there's a competition for it. And maybe the number 1 competitor is a hole that shouldn't even be considered good. But also, maybe 1, maybe 1A, maybe number 2. I don't know. It's in that grouping of best disc golf holes that I've ever played. Northwood Gold. I think it's the exact same for Northwood Black. But Northwood number 12, Ooh, that is a good disc golf hole. And it's got so much about it that, well, one glaring thing about it that I shouldn't even like. I hate throwing uphill. I love throwing downhill. I'm alright with throwing on flat ground. This has a very technical opening line off the tee box. It's like this turnover, tight wooded backhand, and you've got to get to a good spot. If not, you're in layupsville. And I mean layup for, I don't know. If I get a 6 there, it's a par 5. And if I get a 6, I'm thrilled. Like, that's as good as I can do. Legit. Like, I legit think outside of throwing something in, a 6 is as good as I can do. So, it's tee off and hope you can get to this creek without going in the creek. If you throw a forehand, it's very hard to hit the line and not fade off into this creek and be OB. And OB short, which is like the worst of all OBs. It's kind of like being a 2-off-1 team member. You know, you don't want to be the short one, because then everybody's going to point at you and laugh. Yeah, same thing. So, if you're short, you're in trouble. But then plus, even if you don't go OB, I mean, because from there you're laying up. But then you got to throw a backhand turnover. And if you're short, you take an excruciatingly tight throw across the creek that you can't mess up. Because again, if you don't make it, or if you clip a limb or something, you fall in the creek. Now you're OB, dropping 3, throwing 4, and you are a mile from the basket. I mean, I think on flat ground, you're not that far, but it is straight up a hill after you cross that creek. But even if you're close to the creek, even if you got a crossing shot, I mean, if you're me, you're just throwing to the bottom of the hill. I could possibly get on the side of the hill, but I'm going to be worse off on the side of the hill than I am going to be if I'm at the bottom. So I'm trying to land where I got to run up and can throw max power, probably about 120 foot up that hill. And it's about this wide, and then it narrows down to about this wide, and you got to somehow fit a disc through it. And then it opens up to about that wide whenever you get up to the basket. It's 2 full throws. Like, from the bottom of the hill for me to the top of that hill is 2 full throws. Maybe it's not 2 full throws. It's a full throw, I think, and then still a throw. I rimmed out on a 5 last time I was there. The only time I was there. And if I would have hit it easily the greatest part of my life. I got a 6 on a par 5, and it still might be the best part of my life. So it's I don't know. The description again does not do it justice. Playing it, the difficulty of it, I mean, you're throwing, at least I'm, if I played it perfect, I'm throwing like 5 different shot types on one hole. And if you know anything about what I enjoy on disc golf courses, part of it is using different discs. The biggest redeeming quality for me at Sugaree is I throw every disc in my bag, literally. So I like that. I like throwing different discs. I like throwing different shots, and Northwood Gold, it provides it. That is an absolutely epic journey. I mean, it's like trying to get to Mount Doom, climbing that flipping hill, and I mean, just start to bottom. It's an adventure. You get there and you're going on an adventure. So if you get a chance, which I may be getting another chance, not to detour off the topic, but we're heading out in September and there is an opportunity to go back to Northwood. And you talk about an adventure. Wait for that video. Me and Ty's looking to go, which, you know, we'll get to the whole fun off stuff that Dut was telling us and in the future. But Ty and I are setting off on a disc golf trip for the ages. That dude's about to get more courses in than anybody I've played with. And Northwood Gold could be getting added to the list. If it does, I mean, it needs to. If you can play number 12, it's worth the trip, but good lordy. I don't know how we're going to make it. Either way, that's numbers 9 through 12. And including the Smack Shack, you cannot leave that out. And again, of all of them, play them all, but Northwood Gold, you get a chance. Northwood Black, hey, get it. And we'll be right back here, hopefully with the rest soon. Hopefully it won't take this long. Life, you know, it gets in the way. But disc golf trips, you gotta get them, because disc golf trip, yay. Oh!